We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Chicago White Sox and the Chicago Cubs. The Cubs are looking to make history here today. Can they break the all-time winning streak record? We'll see right after this. Tyler Chatwood will be on the mound for the series opener. What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, this guy certainly could be one of those horses for courses kind of guy. Loves pitching at home. Take a look at those home road splits. They're pretty good. Without question, he's more comfortable pitching at home than he is on the road.
First offering on its way. Ball one as he lays off below the zone. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, D-Roll, we've got a couple of teams playing some good baseball right now. Unfortunately, a winning streak for one of these teams is going to end today, but boy, this is a great matchup here.
Yeah, I'm excited to call this one with you two guys, definitely. The two teams playing top of their game right now, really playing well. Both come in on winning streaks. We're going to see who's able to execute in this one.
Now that is the way you want to start a game on the road. He comes out swinging and stands at second as the first base runner of the night. Now we'll see if his teammates can pick him up and if they can punch first.
Ball one.
Wow, third pitch of the game. That looked like a pretty good pitch. If that's called a ball, it could be a rough night for the pitchers tonight.
And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
D-Roll, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone, it's a high zone. Have the same zone. His zone fluctuates a little bit too much for my liking during the course of a game.
Almora's got it, and there is one away. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup and how they continue the winning streak.
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from this offense. They lead the league in batting average, and what that tells me is they're getting a lot of guys on base. There's a lot of guys with some good approaches and good plans today. See if that leads to a bunch of runs.
0-1 the count. Garcia, the runner at second with one away. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
At the plate now, Eloy Jimenez. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. Two balls and no strikes to the White Sox left fielder.
2-0 count, runners at the corners. You can bet he's looking for something to drive right here. There's a good chance he gets something to hit, too.
On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now. With two strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Pretty good spot to be in as a pitcher right now. You can go for the punch out or trying to deuce the ground ball to get a double play.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Eloy Jimenez goes down for out number 2 in the top half. So here's Jose Abreu as he gets a good curveball here to start the at-bat. It's strike one. Abreu has a history in coming through in the clutch moments, of course. It's always a little bit of a debate whether or not being clutch is actually a trait that a player possesses. But with him, there's no denying it. We've seen him deliver in big moments repeatedly throughout his career. It just seems he elevates his game somehow when the pressure is on.
Yeah, Matty, he has definitely put that debate to rest. He has absolute ice water in his veins.
Fouled away. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a two-seamer, and the inning is over. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. It's on to the bottom of the first. No score on the show. Lucas Giolito, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's ERA. Any ERA under 4 is pretty good in this day and age of baseball when we have all these high-scoring, high-flying affairs. This guy knows how to pitch. He knows how to control the running game. And most importantly, he's not afraid to throw strikes. We'll see how he does in this one.
And a chance now from the north side of Chicago to check out the Cubs starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matty, the guy I'm here to see is Big Chris Bryant. He's hit 7 home runs in his last 10 games. I mean, he's carrying the entire offense right now. When you see a guy like this on this kind of a hot streak, you've got to stop and see what he does.
So that'll bring up Jason Hayward as he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit.
Hey, the leadoff man wasn't able to do his job, but the number 2 hitter came through right there with the single, setting the table for the big boys.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. Past history with Lucas Giolito. He's hitless in 6 tries. First delivery to him on the way. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They've run their win streak up to 6 in a row now, and they're really playing some inspired baseball.
Yeah, Matty, this is one of those special moments throughout the course of the season where everyone kind of looks around the clubhouse and takes stock. 6 in a row, you have a chance to rattle off a 7th. You start saying, hey, maybe something special.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Nothing in the Cubby first. On to the second now from Wrigley with no score. In now the power-hitting outfielder Nomar Mazara. He comes in today leading the American League in batting for the season.
One of the best hitters in baseball, and he does it with some damage, too. Lots of extra base hits. He's in the top 5 in the league in slugging percentage as well.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch.
I got 2-1 to count.
Two and 2 the count. Pitch on the way. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
That is set. The catcher, number 33, James.
And now pitch on the way. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. No score here as we play inning number 2. Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1. 1-2 to the White Sox catcher.
2 strikes.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Ready now for the White Sox, Danny Mendick. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. And he fouls this one off.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Into the bleachers and gone. A solo shot here to left. Number 13 for him on the year as the White Sox are on the board first. It's 1-0.
Hey, every once in a while, this speed guy will jump up and bite one. He absolutely crushed that baseball. Doesn't fit his usual tool description, but he can go deep if you leave one over the heart of the plate.
Into the box now, Lucas Giolito, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. 1-0 good guys as we play inning number 2. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Happ is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. But the White Sox hit the board first on the solo home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's now 1-0 Chicago. Stepping into the box, Kris Bryant, a real threat with the bat, currently the National League home run leader.
Yeah, guys, this isn't a shocker right here. He is definitely known as one of the best pure power hitters in baseball these days.
And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. And the Cubs could be onto something here. It's a leadoff double.
That's the perfect answer after you've given up the lead in the previous inning. Put the tying run on second and get the momentum going back in your favor. Now we'll see if they can cash in.
So striding in, Wilson Contreras, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First offering on its way. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
Looking for a productive at-bat here. Get that runner from second over to third.
Well outside with the curveball for a ball.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
And it's fouled away. Giolito has found success in his career at limiting base hits. He usually turns in outings where his hits per 9 numbers are really respectable, and obviously that goes a long way as a starting pitcher.
Matty V, there's a couple of things that really hurt you when you're a starting pitcher. Walks and giving up many base hits per 9 innings. This guy keeps the ball in play, doesn't give up a lot of hits, doesn't walk very many batters, and when you do that, it's a good recipe for success, and it's worked for him so far in his career.
Standing in, Albert Almora, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Here's the 0-1. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
Full count now, 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at-bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
And that misses ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
From the stretch. White Sox are out to an early 1-0 lead as we play the second. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
That's not an at-bat he's going to look back on and be happy about. Obviously, the strikeout result isn't good, but to go down on 3 pitches and none of which were even in the strike zone, as you see there, that's not a good look.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Way late on the fastball for strike 1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Swings through it for strike number 2. In the dirt here. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. 2-2. Here it is. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one to expect him to turn to. That walk is going to feel a little extra frustrating for this pitcher. Not only do you never really want to walk the number 8 hitter, but it's also going to let the pitcher hit this inning instead of forcing him to lead off the next one.
First delivery to him on the way. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. 2 out, bases loaded. Cubs pitcher at the plate, trailing with a 1-2 count.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this.
Welcome back to Wrigley Field, home of the Cubs, who've proven to have one of the best pitching staffs in baseball this year. Coming into the day, they rank first in the league in both ERA and strikeouts, a combination that has opposing lineups searching for answers. One member of the staff told me, "It's a special group of guys. I've never been on a pitching staff that's so dominant top to bottom, and I've been on some pretty good ones." Now, one of the hitters on the team told me, "I'm relieved I get to stand behind them and play defense instead of staring them down in the box. That can't be fun." Matt, back to you.
All right, thanks, Heidi. No balls and 1 strike. 0-1, here it comes. Fouled off. Low with a fastball here, in the dirt even. It's ball 1. And 2-2. Now the pitch. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. And that'll hit off the ivy out there. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
You always want to start an inning off with a bang, and I'd say this qualifies. He gets a fastball and doesn't try to do too much with it. Goes with it to the opposite field towards the gap and picks up the leadoff double.
Yohan Moncada will stand in for the second time as he watches one miss low. It's a ball and no strikes. 1-1 the count. A runner at second, nobody out. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
And he doesn't want him to get off to a big lead out there at second, so he steps off to look him back. Has a look, now the pitch. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Tim Anderson is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. 1 out and a runner on second base. Hit on the ground to third. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
Now batting, the left fielder,
Standing in now, Eloy Jimenez as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. And that's through into left, a base hit. And the runner from second is in to score. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jose Abreu.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. 1 ball, no strikes the count. First and second now, 1 man out. A ball and a strike now to Jose Abreu.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
Hit to short. Baez fields it cleanly. To second for 1. On to Rizzo, and it's a double play. Side retired. White Sox pick up just the 1. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The White Sox lead it 2-0. Back back to the top of the order now, and with it comes Javi Baez to the plate. Here comes the first pitch. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. Turned on that one and crushed it, just pulled it a little foul. And another foul ball.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Shin high. That's taken for a ball. Into the corner and slicing foul. Here's another 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out. So with one gone here in the inning, it's time to check out the Cubs' upcoming schedule so you can plan your week around staying at home and watching Cubs baseball here with us. So the base is empty here with one away, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. And this will be fouled away. Set to deliver the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Good waist pitch, 1-2.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
Moncada is there. And that's the second out of the inning.
Baseman, 44, Anthony.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Anthony Rizzo. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he offers it the circle change and misses 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Got him swinging in the dirt. And that ends the inning. Nothing across here this half of the inning. On now to the top of inning number 4. And the White Sox are out in front 2-0. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. I had a chance to talk with White Sox manager Rick Renteria between innings about his thoughts on his lineup's performance. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. All set for the start of the 4th, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Nomar Mazara. 50th pitch of the game on its way. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. 2 balls and no strikes to count to Nomar Mazara. Now the 2-0.
Hey!
Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. And this is swung on and missed, and the American League's leading hitter is gone on strikes, 1 away.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it, so that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front, really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Slow roller out to short, reined in on to first, and there were 2 down.
Now that's second baseman, Danny Mendick.
Now to the plate, Danny Mendick. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Going back to that last AB, that was the express. That was an upper 90s fastball that he turned around. So I think with this guy, you might want to try to incorporate some more off-speed pitches.
Looped out towards short, and this will be pulled in easily for the final out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Here's Chris Bryant now to start things out against Lucas Giolito as we get the inning underway. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Count 1-0.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Oh, up around the chin there. 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch.
That's outside.
Great AB up until this point. A walk right here could really just infuse some confidence into this lineup.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. McCann finds it, and the throw is there to record the first out.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
Striding in, Wilson Contreras. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. No runs, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Cubbies. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Fouled away. Again, a 1-2. Fly ball out toward left center field. Center fielder on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And in to bat next is Albert Almora. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-1. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. They're down 2-0. Next to hit will be the pitcher. Lucas Giolito comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Giolito.
First pitch of the at bat on its way.
Nope.
Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Yes, it will. It'll be a leadoff single.
He came to play today. Not just only on the bump right there. He's throwing the ball well, but on the offensive side of the ball, he's able to contribute and help this offense put itself in position to score some more runs.
Leury Garcia stands in as he checks his swing here for strike 1. And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. 1 ball, no strikes to count. One 0 count. Here it is. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Pulled hard, but it's foul down the first base side. The 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 2-2 one more time. Back up the middle. Oh, what a stop on the slide. To second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And one thing he stressed to me was the need for them to have better at-bats when they've got runners on base. They've had their opportunities with runners in scoring position, but still have 0 hits to show for it in those situations. He said repeatedly not coming through with the big hit can wear on you as a team, but in this sport, you have to dwell on the positives. He's confident they'll find a way to break through sooner or later.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Jimenez is in pursuit. But it's over his head, and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Below the zone, a swing and a miss. No one out with a runner at second. And it's fouled away. Open to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
Not a real good pitch there, 0-2. Probably not what he was trying to do with that fastball. He was trying to miss probably up and away, and he threw that one down into the dirt in an 0-2.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Roll. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yeah, sometimes you wake up, you just get smacked in the mouth right here. He's going to have to start executing pitches. He cannot leave a ball over the heart of the plate right here. He's going to have damage on his hands.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tyler Chatwood. And he's looking to make something happen here with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, early in the count, expect him to look for a ball to drive. If he gets 2 strikes against him, he'll need to change his plan and focus on moving the runners out. This game is too close to get greedy.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Javier Baez. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Fouled off. Men on third with 2 down. hit the other way out toward right field. Mazara's under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. One left for the Cubs. They trail things here 2-0. Up next for Chicago, Tim Anderson. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6. And a ball 1-0.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to take right there. I'm not sure if you're guessing or you're sitting on a pitch, but boy, that was awfully close to being called a strike.
2-0 now. Now here's the pitch. 3-0 now.
Got through the 5th all right, but it looks like he's a little off kilter here to start the 6th.
Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. The 3-1 pitch. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th. So a runner at first now with nobody out. And up next, the exciting Eloy Jimenez. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
This one's down to third. There's one. Back to first, but he wasn't able to get enough on the throw, and they'll just get one.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got to force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
Runners on first with one down. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1.
Everything this guy throws moves, and that two-seamer has a mind of its own.
Now the 2-1.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
And that misses ball 4, so it's first and second now with only one away.
Now batting, right fielder, Nomar Mazara.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Didn't quite catch the zone there, ball 1.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. And that misses 2-2.
That's out 2-2.
He struck him out, the third time he's fanned in the game.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball, 1-0. Drilled right back up the middle, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And not in time as the run scores.
Hey, with that base hit right now, the lead's 3-0. And the way their pitcher is going, D-Row, that might hold up in this one.
Yeah, and you're well aware of it, Dan, as an offense, just trying to put those extra runs across the board. You can take a look at the guy on his...
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. White Sox pick up just the 1. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. White Sox on top, 3-0. Here's Jason Hayward now. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Got him out on his front foot there as it swung on and missed for strike 1. And they'll turn to the slider here, and it just misses. 2-1 now.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
Here now the 2-2. This one is launched. Look at this. Into the bleachers and gone.
Boy, talk about when you're hot, you're hot. Hits 2 bombs yesterday and another long bomb so far today. When this guy gets hot, he's near impossible to stop. I'm not giving this guy a pitch anywhere close to hit.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. That's the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Fouled away.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
This is on the ground over to first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Out in front of it, strike 1. The windup and the 0-1.
Yep, that ball went out.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Outside with the fastball as the count moves to 2-1 now. Count even at 2-2. Here it comes. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
This inning didn't get started the way he'd hoped with that home run, but I've got to give him credit for flushing it and coming back here to get strikeouts on the last 2 guys. He's acting like it didn't even happen before.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. Well, he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. And this one scoots all the way to the wall. Around second, he's on his way to third. And he is into third with a 2-out triple.
And everyone knows this guy's been having a great year at the plate, but he's not exactly a gazelle on the bases. But he turns on the jets here and makes it all the way to third. He might need an oxygen tank, but hey, he made it.
And now here's the versatile outfielder, Albert Almora Jr. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Now you could just see this guy out on the mound right here. Just the body language. He knows he's on top of his game. Executing a nasty slider down the way right there, giving this up.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. The 9 1-2 hitters due up to start the 7th. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Seven.
Leading off to the right side, the pitcher, Lucas Giolito.
Ryan Tepera is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
For the Cubs, number 52, Ryan.
He's set. Here it comes. Good pitch there, called a strike on the inside corner. And that's a called strike at the letters, though that looked high from here. It's 0-2 now. Now the pitch. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
I could understand the first pitch being tough on the umpire to debate whether it was a strike or a ball, but no debating that last one. That thing was way off.
So he got him swinging. Lucas Giolito is retired to start out the 7th. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Leury Garcia comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. 2-1 count to the Pale Hose leadoff hitter. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Hayward giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, the third baseman.
So here's Yoan Moncada, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. He'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. Hit hard to short. There's Baez. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Down in order go the White Sox as the lead remains 3-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss. Some action now in the White Sox bullpen. They'll stand up a lefty and a right-hander to throw. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, last 2 pitches back-to-back, off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
And it's fouled away. Now another 0-2.
The count is 1-2.
They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty-looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Fouled off. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. McCann recovers, and the throw to first is there to record the second out. Kyle Schwarber will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And he goes and chops this one out towards second. Fielded cleanly, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Dan Winkler is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Kyle Schwarber takes over out in left field after entering the game in a pinch hit role last half inning. First pitch coming, here it is. Inner third let go. It's a called strike. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first 2 pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out. Well, it's always daunting to know that you've got to deal with the 3, 4, 5 hitters to start out an inning, but even more so when the 3 hitter starts it out with a double.
Yeah, he's going to have to start making some good pitches to get out of this thing. Job number 1 is to get the next guy, and ideally you keep him from advancing the runner to third with less than 2 outs.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away. Runner at second, 1 away, and one of the more prolific RBI men in the league the last few years, Jose Abreu, will bat next. Here it comes, 1-0.
2-0.
lifted down the line in left. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Now the 2-1.
Hey, looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Eighth inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Ready once again, Nomar Mazara. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. 1 ball, no strikes to count. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
3-0 now. James McCann would be next. Too high, and that cost him ball 4. Stepping in, James McCann. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Back goes Hayward, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate, and not in time as the second run scores.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Well, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. That one's a called strike. Back even at 1. That's right there at the belt. 1-2 now.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive it a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. From the belt, the pitch. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball, and he sets him down for out number 3. Steve Cishek moves on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Riding in once again, Javier Baez. He's 0 for 3 so far, so he hasn't done much to help at the top of the lineup. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. Cishek was known as a short relief specialist, a guy who came in, got 1 or 2 big outs, but with the new pace of play rules, they're forcing a change for this right-hander. Behind 0-2 now. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. McCann gathers, and he makes the throw to first. Baez is retired, and there's 1 away. So now to the plate, Jason Hayward. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Now the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And he gets around on one and hits it high and deep to straightaway right. That's in the basket, a home run.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
In now, Anthony Rizzo, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Cishek has tossed over 30 innings so far this season and brings an ERA of 4.5, slightly above the league average. Grounded down the third baseline, and this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And he'll reach second now with 1 away. Runner at second, 1 away, and into bat next, former National League MVP Kris Bryant. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled away. comes the 0-1. Well off the inside that time as the sinker misses for a ball. The 1-1. Count is 1-2 now. Has a look, now the pitch. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. Digging in once again, Wilson Contreras. He made it to third on a triple in his previous appearance. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball one, no strike.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
Hit hard on the ground to second. He's got it. Throw over to Abreu is in time, and with it, the side is retired. But the Cubs do get one back on the solo home run. Ninth inning straight ahead. It's the White Sox 5 and the Cubs 2. Edwin Encarnacion will try to. Rowan Wick enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball one. He'll enter play right at .310 on the year. Home runs up to 30 now and 64 runs batted in. Encarnacion, a native of the Dominican Republic. This is his 16th season at the major league level, and obviously that alone reflects the incredible career he's put together.
Yeah, and he's had to continue to evolve and adjust as a ball player. To stay in the league that long, 15 years, I can't begin. He's on the short list. There's not many guys who make it a year, 2 years, maybe max. I would wonder what the average length is of guys in the big leagues, but to stay in this game 15 years screams to being a great teammate and being willing to constantly adjust.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
Hey, 5 foul balls in a row, loving the battle in the box right here, making the pitcher work.
Now another 1-2. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left. And he fouls this one off. Hard hit ball to second. Scooped up. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. Stepping in, Leury Garcia. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Hey, obviously he had a pretty good gauge on that first heater right there. He was super aggressive, thought he was getting another one, slowed him down with the curveball. That's the cat and mouse.
So he froze him for the strikeout. Leury Garcia goes down for out number 2 in the top half. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. 2 balls and no strikes. The count to Yoan Moncada.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. They're still out in front, 5-2. Jay Spry is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth. Nico Hoerner will get up off the bench to lead off the home half of the ninth, and they've certainly got their work cut out for them here, so he'll just need to work on getting aboard. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. A windup and the 0-1. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Fry, a native Oregonian. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1. Here's a pop-up now. Anderson over to his left. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Way off balance hack that time. Good for the first strike. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Oh, he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
Love that pitch. As long as you actually get it inside like he did right there, the cutter inside is a very effective pitch.
And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. Here it comes. Line down the left field line. But this is foul near the seats. Another 2-2 offering. One out, nobody on. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Striding into the box, David Bodie. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Slow roller down the third baseline. But this is foul for the first strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hard hit toward the hole. That's through, and he's now 2 for 3 in this one.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
In now, Kyle Schwarber. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. 2 out with the man at first. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening. The Cubs are down to their final strike here, and it's fouled away. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Fouled off. Soft liner to the right side. Throw on to first will take care of him, and the White Sox continue the roll they've been on. 7 straight victories now as this ball game is over.
Wow, what a week for these guys. Talk about firing on all cylinders. Winners of an amazing 7 games in a row. They say to never question the streak, and these guys aren't. They're just enjoying this ride.
5-2 the final score tonight. The Palehose took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Lucas Giolito earns win number 7 on the season as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. Jay Spry earns the save out of the bullpen, his 18th. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious White Sox, 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. For the Cubs, 2 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 2 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Wrigley Field, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.
Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Monday. In the National League Central, the White Sox combined for 10 hits as a team as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 5-2. The win was their 7th in a row. The Giants pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they beat the Cardinals on the road 2-0. The Los Angeles Dodgers pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they got the best of the Brewers at home 3-0. They are on a roll with 8 straight victories. The Nationals smacked 15 team hits as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 10-7. The Twins totaled 13 hits as a team as they got a road win against Arizona 8-0. Josh Rader got the W and now has 5 this year as the Fish disposed of the Rockies 3-2. The New York Yankees allowed only 5 hits in the game as they defeated the visiting Angels 2-0. The Blue Jays combined to give up just 5 hits as they beat the visiting Red Sox 2-1. The Baltimore Orioles held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they took down the visiting Mariners 4-2. The Tampa Bay Rays knocked out 12 hits as a team as they stole a victory in extra innings over the Royals 11-8. Sin-Shu Chu swung the bat well with 3 hits, helping the Rangers get past the rival Astros 4-2. And that's the show. Thanks for listening in. I'll be back tomorrow with more news and updates from around the majors.